second recording. Here, I started the second recording, but here I'll just say this for the second part. But once it hits mid game, about 15 to 20 minutes, I wrote this down. You want to start once it hits about 15 minutes, you want to either go this lane or this lane to farm, and it really depends on this guy. If this guy decides to go this lane, you want to go this lane. Does that kind of make sense? You guys just want to fill all the lanes. Like if there's one open lane, you want to go to that lane. That's like the most basic. As you get more higher rank and more advanced with it, I can like expand on that. But that's like just the basics of League of Legends macro mid game. This guy, the 80 carry, will go mid. He'll go mid. This guy, the top laner, we'll just assume he goes top. And then this guy, the mid laner, will go bot. Okay? That's just like the basics. So this will all be in the recording. But here you're helping your team fight dragon, which is all good. This is good. You can look to kill this guy if he ults. But yeah, this is all good. Okay. Uh, yeah. And I'm guessing you go back mid here. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of like a normal, like, lower level game, but this is all fine. Okay. Uh, okay, you guys are kind of fighting. I don't know if this girl's a smurf, but she kind of knows what she's doing, so it's kind of unlucky, but, did you guys FF this game or something? Oh, they FF'd. Um, but we can look at another one of your games. We can go over kind of the early game, see what you do. Uh, which one do we look at? Just looked at this one. We can look at this one. But yeah, this is why it's kind of helpful to just know what each champion does in the game, and
Mhm.
then you just kind of want to watch champion spotlights because now you're gonna play against this girl, which is Lulu. But if you literally just don't know what any of her spells do, it's gonna make the game significantly harder. So you just want to know what the champions do. Let's see. Okay, we're kind of deep in their jungle, which is fine. Do you ward here? This is good. See, this is perfectly fine. This obviously you want to watch out because they could be sitting here, they could be sitting here waiting to kill you. But
Yeah.
this, if you're gonna drop a level one ward, is significantly better than this one. So get in the habit of if you are gonna use a ward level one, always place it here. Okay, this is good. So this is good. At least that we saw this, so that's what you want to keep doing. And try honestly, try not to ward here. This is like pretty useless if you want my honest opinion. This ward is pretty useless, so don't that's like if we're talking about building good habits, bad habits, like that's
Yeah.
just kind of a bad habit. But otherwise, that was a good ward. You want to continue with that. Honestly, these guys might be, I know it's a normals game, but these guys might be some like sort of smurf or something if they're invading in a normals game. So this is getting kind of crazy. We kind of just walked into them. We want to make sure as Yasuo, we're letting the other people go in first. Like maybe this girl, maybe this girl, maybe this girl. We want to make sure other people are fighting each other before we go in. That's just like kind of what you want to do as Yas. So trying to get in the habit of staying right here until they go in, and then we go in once they're fighting with each other. That's just kind of how you want to play Yasuo. That's like a good tip. Otherwise, like we do this, and then but they'll do that onto each other, and then we get to go in. Does that kind of make sense? But yeah, that's kind of what we want to do. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. That's good to TP. We kind of have to TP here. Okay, we're not really laning. This is like a weird game. I don't know what these guys are doing, but now we're getting ganked.
Like this
Good.
whole time, he was just getting babysit by the jungle. I didn't really know what to do.
Okay, I'll kind of show you. It's kind of like they're probably Smurfs, so it's a little more advanced, but It's hard because you're new to the game, so they're just literally just much more advanced with the shit that the stuff they're doing. But I can kind of give you some tips, like some easier tips on what to do. But here, yeah, good. We want to make sure we're stacking up our Q, so this is all good. Yeah, we don't want to like as we get more advanced. I can explain to you. You don't want to push too hard. You know, like in case other people are watching this, yeah, you don't really want to auto too much. But since you're new to the game, it's like kind of fine. I don't want to get too crazy with you and overwhelm you. But yeah, you just want to make sure you're stacking up your Q during lane phase so you have more threatening power. Um, but as you get more advanced, I can obviously give you more advanced tips. But I'll make sure your basics and your fundamentals are good. Um, okay, okay. Here, I'm not sure how often you look at the map, but if we see them, this is like more advanced. I know you're super new to the game, but yeah, we're like fighting mid, but if we see them fighting, we sometimes can like run over and help. It's called roaming. We can like roam over and help. Like you see he pinged help or like on the way. Your top laner is coming to help. So we just want to be aware of what's going on the rest of the map because like all this is happening and we're like still mid. So I know it's like you're new to the game, but we just want to be aware of that. But otherwise, yeah, we're fighting. Uh, yeah, this is like just a farm lane. You're kind of just pushing her in. She has 4 CS. She's probably pretty new to the game as well, so this is helpful. The Ari seemed a little more like better, but yeah, this is good. So you just want to stack up Q so you have tornado so you can like threaten her, throw it at her. Like so this is
Yeah.
all good. That's just like a Yasuo tip. Um Here you're kind of getting attacked. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay. I mean, it's hard, honestly, because like you're super new, so I'd have to explain. You're not like so new. You obviously you know how to get CS. You know the basic. You know like the basics. The next step is to learn all the champions, and then once we learn the champions, I can teach you how to fight against each champion. So that's like
Hmm.
kind of why I need you to know the champions, because if you're fighting against Ari, I gave you some tips. You want to win wall early so that if she throws anything, you're just safe back here. So like, um, once you start learning the champs, if you do want to continue coaching with me, I can teach you how to fight against each champion. But I know I can also give you like good habit tips in the interim, like this is a good ward, throw your W early, stack with Q. I can give you some basic tips to help you with Yasuo, but it really gets more fun per se once you know the champions. Then I can really explain to you how you can beat these guys. But you have to, at the bare minimum, like just know what each of these spells do. If that makes sense. It's kind of
Yeah.
like you know what Flash does, right? Like you know what Flash does.
Yeah, you just like dash.
Yeah, you dash. But if I'm saying like you have to watch out for her Flash, but you just
Hmm.
don't even know what Flash does, it's like kind of hard. Like you kind of understand what I'm saying. So like you kind of just have to know what each champion does. So I give you another tip. I just reiterate this because this will actually help you. I give you another tip. Just go on u.gg, see the 5 most picked champions, 5 most played champions. Obviously, in ideal world, you learn every champion. But if you're kind of lazy, don't really want to learn all the champions, like the top 5 most played in each role, I would just learn all those. Mhm. That's like a tip I can give you, and it'll help me with coaching you if you do want to continue. It'll help me with
Hmm.
coaching you so much more. I can like go so much more in depth. Um, Otherwise, yeah, farming with Q, letting wave push into you. We're usually pushed, and I also told you it's a good habit to have of if you're low in lane and the mid laner is not there anymore, just watch out. You want to watch out. You gotta be careful for the jungle if they come. Um, Jesus, I'm sorry. I just have to ask because I know you were telling me you were new, but you know what jungle means, right? Like
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
just didn't even know what that meant. And I know you play TFT, so like there's no jungle term, but yeah, you know jungle. Okay. But yeah, you want to just watch out for the jungler because he can run into your lane and kill you. Um, but otherwise, we're farming, and I try to give you that tip about tower range. Just try to remember it's like some half circle radius around here. Yeah. Um, we have like 5 more minutes and then I'll upload. But I just tried to summarize here at the end, like all the general tips I give you. And then if you do want to do a second coaching session, honestly, like try to get more game time in. Try to learn these
yeah,
champions and then try to get more game time. And then I can probably honestly help you so much more and make you learn you'll just learn faster. Even if you're doing it on your own, you'll learn so much faster if you just watch champion spotlights and learn what each champion does. But otherwise, yeah, you want to generally push after you want to. Sorry, you generally want to recall after you push a wave. So since you just pushed that wave, you want to recall. I'm kind of just speed running this because we're kind of running out of time, but this will all be recorded, and then you can just rewatch what I told you, and then like try to implement what I tell you. But generally, you want to recall after you push a wave. Okay. Uh, but there's this. This is good. Dashing in. Good. I don't know if you did this on purpose, but if we saw them take drag, and we see it pop up on our screen, that means they're all on this side. So yes, it's good to hover on this side. So this is all good. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but if you did, keep doing that. That's good. Uh, but now you're getting ganked. But it's good that you warded. Okay, you flash early. Okay, at least good. User win. Well, honestly, she flashed. I'd be a little bit more careful because they did take dragon, so just this is just a good habit and good knowledge to be aware of. But if they do take dragon, that means they're just like still in this area. So honestly, for like the next 10 seconds, you could get ganked mid. So I'd just be careful of that. Um, but this is kind of why you died. So I'd be a little careful. Okay. Otherwise, we're getting the farm here. Like this is slightly more intermediate, but I would freeze this. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with wave management, but
I
I,
mean, I've seen videos about it, but
okay.
I
So
haven't
I'll
like
just if you're like
like
somewhat
top lane
familiar,
seems easier to. I don't know how to freeze mid lane. Like top lane, like you can use the bush to like hire enemies, but I don't know how to make
here
like.
Yasuo is actually pretty easy to freeze with. So I'll just kind of explain it to you. But you do want to freeze if even if you're mid lane. Here to freeze it, you just drag your champion all the way
Mhm.
over here, and then it brings all these minions over here outside of tower range. And then you can
Yeah,
even use your wind wall to block any minions hitting you. Does that kind of make sense? I know I kind of went like, does that kind of make sense how you freeze this? So what you want to do here in this situation, all the minions are outside the tower range. Throw your W so that you take no damage, and then once the wave meets, it's just frozen outside. Does that kind of make sense? How you freeze this?
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so that's what you want to do. So here, if in general, another general rule, but if you have a big wave, try to freeze it if the enemy isn't in your lane. So that's
All
when you
right,
want to freeze.
all right.
Um, But then otherwise, if you saw them outside and you want to push, that's fine. But honestly, she shouldn't be top. But this is fine if you're just pushing. That's like more intermediate and like, but I do cover that because that's probably what you should do. But otherwise, pushing is here is fine in this case if she's staying top. Here, once again, you kind of just have to know what Lilia does. If I explain to you how to fight this girl, you kind of just But here we want to try to hit our tornado, but she kind of runs fast. But another tip I can give you to hitting more tornadoes is save your dash and then EQ on top of them. You like kind of know, does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So like that's like a way to hit more setup for your ultimate. You just dash straight onto them when you have third Q charged up so you can guarantee knock them up. So that's like a tip I can give you. Um Otherwise, yeah, I mean, once you play a little more, I can go over how exactly to win this fight. But you want to, here, I'll show you this. I'll go into practice tool. Um, for this will be like the final part, and then I probably have to call it because it's been about an hour. But I'll kind of show you what you want to do as Yasuo.
Death is like the wind, always by my
Nah,
side.
this is all fine. Here, I'll show you how to freeze the wave properly, and then I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard because the minions are gonna be messed up. But here, I'll show you kind of what you want to do. Uh, Otherwise, was this helpful? Like, did you kind of understand I go too fast or?
No, yeah, I definitely think I know what to work on.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Here, we can add some gold. Here, I know my FPS is really bad. I'm gonna add more RAM, but I'll show you how you can hit more. Um, you also you see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so here you charge up your Q. You have tornado, right? And yeah, you can like throw it at them from max range, but they might be hard to hit. They're gonna be dodging. They're gonna be moving. So ideally, what you want to do is this. Like you know about that, right? You want to dash straight on them because if you throw it from out here, yeah, you could hit them, yeah, you could miss. Like you obviously this guy's not moving, so you can hit him, but an easier way to hit it guaranteed is you dash into him and you just do that. Like does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So that's like Yasuo tip, how to hit more tornadoes, and yeah, there's other advanced stuff, but I'm not sure how mechanical you are. We can like sort of cover it, I guess. But like you can like also I don't know how if this is like too advanced, but you can like EQ. Oh wait, oh my god, I messed it up. I think it's because I have low FPS, but you can like EQ flash. You can like do this and stuff. I don't know if I'm getting like too advanced with you, but like this is like something you can do with Yasuo, and you can even like I don't know. I just give you like all the tips, but this is like if you enjoy playing this champ and want to learn him more frequently, this is like other stuff you could do to like I don't know. This is like super advanced. This is like once you're far down the road, but even when I was beginner, I like the mechanical stuff, so I just say this just in case like you want to know it, but like he has like a whole bunch of combos if you want to ever practice this in practice tool. But how to freeze, what I was explaining, just kind of imagine these minions and then you just wind wall their minions so that they're not damaging you. But you just want to make sure you're farming with Q so that you can stack up your tornado so that you have it when you're in lane. Um, but I guess that's like about it. Some of the basic Yas combos. But I mean, over time you can like practice, try this stuff. It's not super difficult, and yeah, you can also like Q flash. I'm going over some like super advanced stuff, but the most basic one is to hit more tornadoes. Instead of throwing it from max range, you want to dash in and then Q. Does that kind of make sense why it's easier to hit? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I
Oh
don't know if
yeah.
my mic's working or not. Yeah.
But yeah, as you get more advanced, you can like do this like EQ flash and all this other extra stuff. But you don't have to worry about that now. You can just do the easier stuff. But like if you did want to continue coaching me, yeah, I do know how to do all this stuff. I can like teach you it and everything or whatever. But I think you should learn the basics, learn how to play, learn what each champion does, learn what your champion does on their basic level. Then as you get more advanced, you can like do all this other extra stuff like they call it like Beyblade or Keyblade or something. So you can like even dash onto the scuttle. I don't know. This is like super advanced. I don't even know, but like this is just something I throw out there for you. You want to at the very least to hit more tornadoes, EQ onto them, and then R. But then if you really enjoy playing this game, then you can kind of like learn all this stuff. You can like EQ flash onto this guy or whatever. But I do so like I guess that kind of shows I do know how to play Yasuo. I played him. I don't know like every little thing about him, but I do know how to play him. I have played him, so I can give you some like good tips on him. But yeah, here I'll stop the recording because we can just talk about other stuff.